Good afternoon, everybody. Brett here with Double Shots. I am doing a third technology video today. We've been talking about the last two videos, if everybody remembers, YouTube TV and Spectrum Stream TV. So today, our third video, 3 videos in one day. I want to thank Double Shots for allowing me to go ahead and do it. We're going to talk about Fubo TV, which again is another streaming provider. So you're seeing it right here. I am actually doing it for my laptop, so it's going to be a little interface different because one of the things, it does not work with the PlayStation that I have that one of the other the YouTube TV worked on. So, but you can still see a crystal clear picture of what it is going from there. So Fubo TV is another streaming provider. They have a lot of content, guys. It's wonderful content. Again, they are streaming. It is very, very good. They have a robust selection. They have plans. They have add-ons. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to talk about their plans, a couple of the plans that they have. They have a family plan and they have an elite plan. Which, the thing that's kind of nice about them, first and foremost, when you go into everything, is they give you a generous selection. So that was Channel 4, CBS, Channel 4, what we were watching right there. And then we're going to come into here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to watch, again, Fox 2. They give you the generous selection of your local channels, as well as the family plan gives you 110 channels, and it is based off of your market, too, when you enter that in, first and foremost. So I want to let everybody know that. As well, I am not getting a promotion from Fubo TV for doing this video. I am doing it solely based on my opinion. I was not rewarded a promotion, credits, anything of that nature. I'm doing all these on my own independent testing of it all. So, Fubo TV, sports, if you're a sports fan, it gives you a generous selection of sports in addition to all this as well, too. Now, as you go through, you're going to see your ESPNs, your ESPN2, your Fox, your FS1, NBC, ESPN News, FS2, your SEC Sports Network. So you do have a generous selection of actual channels, and you can see it actually loads pretty good. It has a crystal clear picture, but one of the things I want to go ahead and let you know is they advertise 110 channels. You get your lifestyle movies, you get your sports selection, ESPNs, again, like I said, your SEC Sports Network, as well, your cloud DVR. You get 250 hours of free space. Of space included with it. You get your local channels again with it, so you don't have to have an antenna. And it was buffering to go ahead and get into that stream, as you could tell right there. But look at the crystal clear picture of it. And keep in mind, it's going off of a laptop relay into it, so there might be a little delay in the feedback of it. However, they also advertise they have 130 events in 4K. And I want to go ahead and I want to show you that here in addition to, as I go back. Now, keep in mind, 4K is a higher pixelation of network. So, right here, most TVs, whether you have HD or not, it's going to show below it what is in 4K. Now, keep in mind, you have to have a 4K compatible television to watch, stream in 4K. So, if I click on this, it's not going to magically make my TV and 4K television. You actually have to have that rate in HDR to be able to do that. Otherwise, you're just looking at it in regular standard high definition. And to some people, does it matter on 4K technology? It does. They have the 4K televisions. They're even making 8K televisions. So it's the pixelation of what you're able to see at. And is there a difference in 4K and HD? To the user eye, some can see it, some can't. I think it's really on a nitpick of everything as far as on things, if you can kind of go that route. But they advertise they have over 130 events in 4K. Going from there, let me go ahead and find another stream that we can go ahead and we can look at. Let's go to Food Network, just for as an example. And let's go ahead and see Guys Grocery Games and everything. So you can see how quick it is to load. Again, another thing you're going to want to make sure with streaming, you're going to want to make sure you have a sufficient IP company which means internet provider, that is going to be able to handle the bandwidth to be able to allow you to do streams. One of the things on the Fubo TV, on their family plan, you only get 3 screens to be able to watch at a time. So you can watch on 3 televisions. After that, you cannot. Now, you go up to their Elite plan, which costs more. It does. It allows you to watch on 5 streaming TVs at once. 155 channels instead of the 110 channels, but you get the same amount over 130 events in 4K. Your cloud DVR space goes up to a higher selection. It actually goes up to it goes up to the 1,000 hours of cloud DVR space. So they're giving you a generous, way more generous amount that you're paying for. And in addition, you get 45 entertainment channels as compared to their family plan does not. So you're getting more channels in the long run. It's costing you more per month. And keep in mind that the selection of everything as far as off of it is it's going to differ per market. So that's always what I tell people. However, now, so for example, if I was to add things on it, and you can add extra incentives onto it, you can add sports with Red Zone, which gives you a generous selection of your college football channels. It gives you your NHL network. It gives you your MLB TV network. Sports with, so if you want to see any of that action, every touchdown on Sunday for NFL, you're going to be able to get that. You get PAC Network, SEC Network. All that is with sports with Red Zone. That's an additional. So it brings you out more money per month. So those are extras that you can add into Fubo TV. Now, when considering price when you're going up there, even on their first plan, on their family plan, it's fairly expensive in my opinion. But it's kind of like YouTube TV. However, you have to decide the pros and cons, what kind of promotions you have with your cable provider. The difference is, again, you can stream your channels. You don't have to worry about cable installations. You don't have to worry about the fees with cable installations going from there. Satellite dishes, same philosophy. If it rains outside, you have the chance of losing your signal. You're not doing that with the streaming. However, keep in mind you will probably once in a while have a buffer depending on your network just to be able to get up to the refresh rate. Keep in mind there have been no hiccups as if you've seen on all 3 of the streaming providers that I've shown today. Price-wise, I think with what I was when I did the Family Share Max with the Cloud DVR upping it, they give a little bit of discount here and there. With the sports with Red Zone, so that was doing the family plan, it was almost $82.96 a month with the additional adding sports with Red Zone and all. So it's quite expensive compared to cable. I think modestly you could get yourself into a cable package depending on your provider, what promotions for that price. Are there benefits? Yes, you can take this all with you wherever you go, whenever you go. But you don't need the antenna like with the charger, the Spectrum Stream. You don't need an antenna with it. You get all your locals right there and then, and that also depends on market as well too. So like in my market being St. Louis, I get my CBS, I get my KSDK, and my Fox. So I don't have to worry about having an antenna hooked up. But if that doesn't bother you, you can shave off a couple dollars. Again, this one's pretty comparable, I would say, more or less in the timeline of YouTube TV. I think it's pretty comparable with. Let's go ahead and let's watch Storage Wars, for example. I'm going to go ahead and click down to that. Here it loads. And then you can also record. You can go and record your series if you want to, or you can just go ahead and watch. Here's your guide. Let's go ahead and you can go in here. You can record it again. New episodes only. We'll go ahead and go back. to football. And again, fairly good picture right here, guys. I mean, it looks really crystal clear. It's, again, it works really, really good. Prices, again, are on the higher side. The Elite plan, I believe, was $79.99 a month. Extras, if you want to add. Family plan, like I said when I was pricing the family plan out with adding the higher spec of the Cloud DVR, I think they gave an additional discount. And again, $82.96 seems pretty high in consideration when you could add cable boxes and stuff, but I don't really know cable-wise. I think you're really up there about working into a modest plan on a promotion with either a satellite provider or a cable provider. But it does work really, really good. And again, the flexibility is you're not drilling any holes into the wall, running cable lines. It's flexible freedom of cords. Going cordless and going from there. Roku TV, Apple TV, you can get it on, I believe Xbox you can get it on. I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me on it. I have not. Smartphones, tablets, things of that nature, you can stream it. You have the flexibility to go ahead and do there. So those are some benefits again. And again, you can see the picture quality of it. Another thing is, if you're wanting 4K content, and that's big to you, you're paying for it. If you do have a 4K TV, that's understandable. You do get 4K content with it. With satellite providers, I do know with Dish, you actually have to upgrade to their 4K receiver. And there's in their hopper that is streams and produces. You have to get a different a signal antenna dish to go ahead and stream in 4K. So that does make a lot more difference. It means more upgrades that you have to kind of do. And a lot of the content providers are trying to get into that 4K streamability. However, in my opinion, it really depends on you, the user, and how you're going to be able to utilize it going from there. In the long run, me, myself, personally, would I sign up for Fubo TV? I probably would not, simply for the fact of the matter is, it does lack some stuff like Fox Sports Midwest. It's not on there. So me, myself, and I can't watch baseball games, and I understand. I can't watch, let me specify that, I can't watch my home market baseball games, but considering the season is almost over, that's kind of going to be pointless for the Fox Sports. But there are things you would like to be able to see on Fox Sports that it does not have Fox Sports Midwest in my area for. I would probably take a hard pass, and I would probably, on this, I would probably look into, just with the price, I would probably look outside of my cable provider comparing to the Fubo TV. It is good, don't get me wrong, it works very, very good, but the prices with the additionals, you can add Showtime, you can add a whole bunch of extras towards it. It just gets really up there at the price that you'd be better off paying for a cable subscription or a satellite subscription. And again, that's my opinion off of it. That's even with cable boxes. I think when I was pricing out on my end with cable boxes, what it would come out to, I would almost be better off having a cable subscription, because I would actually save a couple dollars here or there. But again, it depends on market, varies from there, and it also varies on where you're at, what locals you will get, and go from there. But then again, the 4K is pretty appealing if you have a 4K TV. If you don't, it's pretty useless of nature. If you can actually tell the difference in the resolution, pixelation, that's all in trial error of the user himself or themselves going from there. But it really is, I mean, it's something good to try, I think, once in a while. It is kind of hard when picking packages. This one I did just to kind of see everything, how it works. And again, it does. It works really good. It wouldn't just be for me, though. Me on myself, yeah, I like my sports. Yeah, I like being able to have the red zone. The Cloud DVR, I just think there's a lot more that has to be done better with things of it. Now, in comparing it with the YouTube TV portion, It's really hard because I think there's a lot more entertainment involved. Yeah, it's better built that way, but there are some mixes. There's some pros and cons to it. The cloud storage compared to YouTube TV gives you unlimited cloud storage on their plan that I showed, the one that I showed you earlier this morning. So there is a lot of differences. There are a lot of decisions out here. For me, Fubo TV is great for somebody that wants to have 4K content. Really doesn't, the price doesn't bother them. And going from there, for me, it would be a hard pass. I would probably go traditional route going from there if I had to go between YouTube TV, or not YouTube TV, sorry, Fubo TV, and a traditional provider with that. So I hope this review of my or opinion of Fubo TV will help you with a decision. If you like the content, please click the like button. Subscribe to Double Shot's channel if you want to see some more technology videos here in the future, and going from there. I thought it was kind of cool that I was able to be able to put 3 streaming providers on there today, and kind of go from there. That's something that Double Shots has never done, doing 3 videos in one day. Again, if you like the content, subscribe, click the like button. If you have any questions, anything you want to see me try to do, technology, opinions, keep in mind, these are my opinions, how I feel about them. Going from there, ask me something. Maybe it will be on here one day soon. You all have a wonderful weekend.